This is Archer. He's just turned 16 months. He is just learning how to walk. We met 18 years ago.
Yep.
20 years ago almost.
Yep.
We probably started planning just as I turned 30. We'd been trying for children for 5 years.
Yep.
Initially, I suppose I felt like a failure to an extent. A lot of pressure is put on you as a woman that's the natural progression. You get married, you have a family, whether that's your choice or not. And that was our choice, to have a family. And then during that process, we'd started to do a bit more investigation. Stuart had a few sort of headaches and things like that, so we had that looked into and found that he actually had a pituitary tumour, which obviously impacted on his hormone levels and things like that, which may have been impacting on our not being able to conceive.
Yep.
And therefore went through and had that removed.
I suppose because after my pituitary was removed, then I was seeing an endocrinologist pretty regularly, and we had spoken to him that we want to have kids. He wanted me to see a fertility specialist. Yeah,
sitting down obviously with the specialist, I was very apprehensive, and emotions were pretty tense, pretty high, sort of on the edge, just not knowing and not understanding and not knowing if that was going to work for us either. And obviously you hear all the stories that people try for years, and you're sort of, do you want to put yourself through that? Obviously the outcome, it's completely worth it. The nurses at Melbourne IVF were fantastic. We just felt supported, and we were given all the information and explained step by step each sort of specialist or nurse or doctor that we came across. It was just the wait then to get the call to say, okay, come down for the transfer.
Yep.
Which we did.
Obviously I had to go in and perform my business in the little white room, but it's just part of the process. We were quite happy with the collection that we got, and then they all fertilised quite well, which was a great bonus for us. I think that all sort of went away, and then it really just comes down to the waiting.
We sort of just went in with the thinking, okay, well the first go will just be literally, we'll find out how everything works.
Yep.
So when we have to go back the second time, we'll know. We were lucky enough that we didn't have to go back that second time. It did work that first time.
Yeah, the 12-week period when you find out that the heartbeat's all cool and everything's fine. It is a bit surreal, but I think that the relief after that time is palatable. I had a lot of guilt over that too. It was a bit of a reassurance for me that it must have only just been sort of one little thing that wasn't happening.
You have to work through that. We've got a very supportive family network and friends, and we just figured if for some reason we weren't lucky enough to succeed that first time round, then we would have a nice safety net or a support network to help us through that next stage. Yeah. Look, for anyone who was looking into fertility treatment as a possibility and being unsure, just to check it out, just to go make an appointment, inquire, just ask the questions you need to ask, to think now and look back on the fact that I was considering it not even as an option. Now I'm so glad that I had somebody there that I could speak to sort of say, look, just look at it, because we wouldn't be here right now if we hadn't. Can't even imagine life without him.